Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chris here with CJ's Crypto once again. I'm just doing another video, guys. I want to apologize if the sound and the quality isn't great. I'm just getting my little setup put together here in my new apartment, so you just bear with me. Next couple of videos will be better. Yeah, just wanted to talk to everybody a little bit more about Axiom. I know I did a short video last week. Again, just trying out this YouTube thing. Wanted to see if anybody's interested in seeing what I'm doing here. So last week I kind of just briefly went over it. It was like a 5 minute video. Today what I wanted to do, I wanted to go over a couple of other little things, some of the details that I kind of brushed over last week. Now I know like meme coins and Solana right now is looking kind of sketchy, um, but guys, this is normal. Markets have pullbacks. This is an opportunity. Pay attention to the market. Don't go crazy, but pay attention to what's going on. Look at the news and see what's happening, and it will turn around, guys. It will turn around. So going into a little bit more detail in what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about fees and I want to talk about slippage a little bit. Now, guys, I want to let you know I am not an expert. What I'm going to do today is tell you what's worked for me and what I've learned while I've been playing with this. And really, really quickly, so everybody knows, I am not a millionaire. I don't have hundreds of thousands of Solana. Okay, I am new to this like most people. I'm documenting this because I want people to see that this is raw, this is real. I could lose the money and have to put some more back in, right? I have a full-time job. So I do this on the side to try and make some extra money. Plus, I enjoy it. I like to trade. So um, fees. So on Axiom, there's three different presets that you can kind of set. Now you look at that in any way you want. A lot of people do like low, medium, and high fees. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't trade with a very big account. Okay, again, relatively new to all of this, so I keep my fees pretty low. Okay, I usually use preset one. I haven't even really messed around with these too much because generally, if I'm gonna get into something that's the volume is different, or I just want to get out or whatever, I just generally just change it in here. I just go in here and change it myself. But to kind of show you, I'll pull it up right here so it's in the middle of the screen. I have my stuff set like this. Now, some people would argue like, oh, your slippage is too low and whatnot, but honestly, guys, I haven't had any issues trading with the amount of Solana that I've been trading with, which is about, I don't know, zero point 0.5, zero point 0.3, something like that. Again, not huge trades. So at the end of the day, for me, that's working fine. Now, there has been a couple of instances where I've had to increase this slippage to be able to get in, especially at really high volume moments. There has been times where I've missed out on some opportunities, so I have had to come in here and play with that. But that's where these different presets come in, right? As you can see, I haven't really messed with these. That's a really, really, really low slippage. Again, I keep mine at 12. Right here on buy, I keep my priority fee like barely anything, guys. 0.0001. Everybody who keeps telling me, hey, Chris, you need to increase your fees, increase your fees. The reality is why? If it's working, why would I spend more money, right? Be smart with your money, guys. Don't just throw it in there. If it's working for you, make it work for you. Everyone is traded differently, okay? And yeah, these guys out there that are trading with 5, 10 Sol and they've got the accounts, fair play to them. They can afford to spend a little bit of money. They're trading with a much higher amount of Solana, right? I'm not. Majority of the people out there that I speak to and probably who are going to watch this video don't. So, keep it low. Bribe, I keep it at 0.0005. Again, just a little bit more than the priority. I will move this sometimes if I feel that, you know, I just want to get a little bit more in there, a bit more confidence. And then I keep MEV protection on for my buys. I really don't need it, if I'm honest with you, because for the low amount of SOL that I'm trading, but I keep it on for my buys. I've had it before in the past where I've gone to buy in at a certain price and a MEV bot got me and, I bought in super duper high. Now, one thing that I've learned talking to some of the other guys and girls out there that are actually doing really well, making money, the reality with slippage. So if you have your slippage really high, you want to have MEV protection on for sure. Lower slippage, I really don't need it on, but I keep it on for my buy. Looking at sell, I keep my slippage at 20%, same fees, and I have MEV protection on as well. I recently just put that on because I don't know, something happened that made me decide to do it. But anyway, you can go in here and change these three different presets. And again, when it comes to fees, guys, like I'm not a professional, but what I understand is that I don't want to pay a lot of fees, right? I just want to make sure that when I click that button, my trade goes in and I get out. Now, right now, I will say it can take a little longer. I should probably increase this bribe a little bit, but I've got to look at the ratio to my account, right? If I'm making zero point 0.3 Solana trades, I do not want to put my fees high because there's certain situations where you just have to get out, right? Let's say you want to get out, but you're only up a very small amount. Well, you don't want to go in a deficit because of fees. Yeah, you've got Soul Incinerator and you can get it back and all that good stuff, but still, you don't want to start getting into the habit of, you want to win, even if it's a small win, guys. If you've got these small accounts, the goal is to just move forward, right? It doesn't matter if it's 100x, you know, it doesn't matter if it's 20%. As long as you're moving in that direction, build that account to where you can slowly have the amount of Solana in your accounts where you can make those bigger trades and you can slowly increase that with your risk, right? Everybody's got their own risk factor. One of the problems that I've noticed, especially when I go into a lot of these groups and I speak to a lot of these people on forums and things like that about this, is they're all trying to mimic these other guys. Man, how much should I trade with? How much should I trade with? Well, you trade with what you have, okay? Because if you ask me, how much should you trade with? I'm going to tell you something different to the guy next to me. All right. It's all about your budget, what your risk factor is. All right. Yes, I could put a lot more money in this account. I absolutely could. I have a full-time job. All right. I've got money in different areas and I could put it into this account. The reason that I haven't done that, guys, is because I'm not a fool. I know that I am not at the point yet where it's smart for me to be throwing large amounts of money in because it will affect me emotionally. Therefore, I will make bad trades. So right now I'm working on building this account. I do have a little bit of more Solana in another wallet, and that's there. I've just pulled some profits out, but moving forward, I'm not going to add any more or do anything to this account. I'm actually just going to try and continuously build it. And guys, you'll see, like, I am not afraid to take a 50% gain on a point 0.4 trade. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I am not afraid to do that. Why? Because that is 50% of my money that I'm moving forward. Okay. As long as I'm moving forward, that makes me happy. I focus on the wins. So anyway, fees. Fees are pretty straightforward, guys. How much money do you want to pay? Play with it. If you're trading much higher volume tickers and coins, then you may want to increase these. Okay. If you're trading with a higher amount of Solana, then yeah, you may want to increase these. But these are basically for the people that are like myself that don't have a large amount of money in the game. They're slowly trying to build it up. You do not want high fees, guys. Do not give the exchange all your money when you're trying to make money. Okay. Now, I'm going to explain slippage to you in the way that I understand it, and I might be completely wrong. So I want you all to make sure you do your own research, and that is with every video you see, every piece of content you see online. Don't just take anything for blind following it. Make sure you pay attention to things and do your own research. But what I have learned is your slippage is basically going to determine what percentage above or below the price you want to buy or sell that the order will go through, if that makes sense. So a good example would be, if I was on this stock right here, on this coin, I'm sorry, and I put in a buy right here at 28.4 million, but I've got my slippage set to 50%. Okay, or let's say, just for number's sake to make it easy, 100%, right? So that means at that moment when you click buy or sell, depending on the volume going in or out, this candle will move up or down, and you're allowing your buy to go through 100% in either direction. So if it's at 50% and I press a buy right here at 30 million, then at 45 million would be the cap as to where it can't go through. And maybe that's wrong, but if you can get what I'm saying. So it's a percentage up or down. So if you really want to keep it tight, you would keep a lower slippage. If you just want to get into it and you know that you've got a good bribe, you can have a higher slippage, put MEV on, buy it, and you will get in. So again, you got to play with it. Your slippage is very important because there's bots and there are things out there that take advantage of slippage. One of the reasons why I keep my slippage low, because again, I do not 100% understand it to the level of the professional. So what I'm doing is I'm consistently playing with it, is what I would recommend you guys do. Okay. So play with your slippage, guys. Play with your fees. You have 3 different presets. Remember, if you have a low account, have low fees. You do not want to pay high fees and be giving all of your profits away to fees. Okay. If you have a high slippage, make sure you have MEV protection on. If you have a low slippage with a low amount of Solana, you don't necessarily need MEV protection. But if you want to protect yourself, turn it on. Now, remember this, when you do put MEV protection on, it will slow down your trades, okay? It's just going to do it. So you may want to put your bribe a little bit higher. Again, this may not make sense to you. What I'm doing here, it's just worked for me. I feel comfortable doing it. It's a small amount that I do trade with, and sure, I could, turn MEV off and all this good stuff, but it hasn't really made much of a difference to me, guys. I'm not trading with such a huge amount that I can't get out. All right, there's always an option for me to buy or sell with the amount of Solana that I'm using. So when it comes to fees and it comes to slippage, make sure it's just working with your budget. If you've made a couple of trades and you're going and you're saying to yourself, because I hear this all the time, hey, Chris, man, I'm making trades like, positive trades, but my Solana's going down. Exactly. You've got your fees too high because you watched a YouTube video one day where a guy's got 100 Sol in his account and his fees were 0.01, and you're thinking, oh, that's what it's got to be. If you're trading 0.01, if you're trading zero point 0.1 Solana and your fees are 0.01, you're going to lose 25% of that, pretty much. Okay? Because those fees are going to be when you buy and when you sell. Those fees have a monetary value. Pay attention to the monetary value, right? The other thing I want you to pay attention to when it comes to slippage and fees is this right here along the bottom, guys. The volume up here in the top right, the volume. Look at the volume. If the volume is high, it's going to be harder to get in and out. If the volume is low, it's going to be a lot easier to get in and out. Okay. Have you ever gone to buy a coin, especially with these new pairs? And that's another thing, guys. I used to jump into these new pairs every day because I watch these videos and people are making 100x and oh wow, blah blah blah. You are going to lose your ass if you do not have a lot of money or a lot of soul and you want to jump in here. Sure, you might hit a runner. You might hit a runner, but guys, 99% of the time you're going to lose. Trust me, I went through it and I lost. Okay, when I first started doing this meme coin thing, guys, I put $1,000 in my account and every last dollar of that $1,000 got drained into this new pairs and nothing came out. Because at the end of the day, we don't have, remember, the normal people, we do not have the tools that they have. We do not have the amount of money that they have, especially when you're tracking all of these wallets. Like, guys, look, let me show you something. All of these wallets, okay, are wallets that were given to me when I first started, and they were like, everyone told me, track them all, track them all, track them all. Guys, I'm about to turn these all off. I don't even really pay attention to them that much anymore, and I'll tell you the reason why. The reason why is because it is a bait. It's like fishing, right? These guys have got their bait on the hook and they're saying, hey, follow our wallets. And guys, do not, I repeat, do not copy trade anybody. All right. Not unless you know the person. There's a lot of, analysis behind it and you know exactly what you're doing. But if you don't, please, I'm telling you, just take your time and do it at your own pace. Stay away from new pairs. You can play around in here. This is usually where I play around, or here. Okay, higher market cap doesn't hurt. Actually, I'm more willing to put a lot more money in a higher market cap coin because I know it's not going to go to zero. Okay, I'll be more than willing to throw more money into this account if I only traded this. The difference is this is going to take a lot more time. You're going to need a lot more patience and discipline with this. This is going to destroy your brain for this. They're two completely opposite types of trading. Again, so if you're trading in here, your slippage in your fees are going to be a lot different if you're trading in here, or maybe they won't be. But I feel like you would need less fees in this area, more fees in this area, because the volume is so much higher, the risk is so much higher. Guys, I know I blabber on a little bit, but the truth of the matter is look, there is money to be made in this meme coin thing. Even though Solana is down right now, trust me, I've actually made more money in the last week with Solana being down than I did when the volume was super high. And that's a mixture of me being new. The low volume has given me more of an opportunity to look at the market, learn some of the trends. I can get in and get out a lot easier. It's costing me less money. There's a lot of benefits to this. As you can see, there are still coins being made constantly. Okay, still trades being made constantly. Tons of money to be made. It's flowing through this like crazy. So look, guys, Get in front of the screen. You don't always have to make a trade. A lot of the time I'll be playing with these coins and I'm going to get in here and I'm going to look at a lot of these metrics just so that I can learn and I can recognize patterns. And if anybody wants to share anything, if anybody wants to, as if anybody's got anything that I could learn from, all right? If anybody's interested in learning what I know, I may not be the richest guy, but look, I'm a pretty smart guy and I know how to read these charts. The biggest thing for me is just understanding risk factor and making sure that I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. But look, guys, I'm going to be going live later on today. This is just a real short video. I wanted to go over those fees and the slippage review. If you guys have any more questions about it, or if there was something that you wanted me to go into more detail about, then I can, okay? Now, real quick as well, before I end the video, I want to talk about this little section right down here, okay? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is what's recommended. Guys, I've never paid attention to this, not one time. I've never paid attention to this, not one time. Now, in this instance, this is showing that I could actually put my bribe a lot lower than what I actually have it. It's saying that I can, but I don't really pay attention to it, guys. So look, you can pay attention to this. That's what's recommended. If I can be honest with you, again, based upon the amount of money that you have or you're looking at trading with, right? How much SOL you've got in your account is how much fees you want to be putting in. The market isn't so crazy right now that's where you have to be paying these crazy high fees. The volume is low. Use this opportunity to pay low fees, get in the market, learn how to trade with a small amount of Solana, okay? Or whatever your budget allows you to trade with. And guys, get in there and learn. Find people that are on the same page as you, want to hit the same goals as you, okay? And talk to them and share what you do. 3 or 4 heads is going to get to the top way quicker than one. Okay, so anyway, guys, I'm going to put this short video out here. In a few hours, I will be streaming live on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you guys want to follow me along, watch me go to zero or watch me make some money, it's completely up to you. I'd love for you guys to join me. But hey, guys, remember to subscribe. The channel is new. I do need to create some more content. I have got a lot more videos that I do need to make. I'm really excited about doing it, and I appreciate everybody who does watch the video, but please show some support by just thumbsing up the video, letting YouTube know that this content is interesting. Again, I'll be going live later on today, and I'll be putting some more videos out very soon. So I appreciate everybody who engages and watches my videos. And if there's anything else you guys want me to put videos out, please let me know. I keep my Axiom link in the description. If you guys want to support me, that is a great way to do so. Just sign up to the link, and it allows you to start trading straight away for free. And look, if anybody's telling you there's a waiting list and all this crap, guys, there is no waiting list. All right, any one of you right now can do a Google search. You could find Axiom and you can download it for free. There is no waiting list. So don't let these other influencers fool you by telling you that you have to sign up with this. You don't. It is an option, but it is an appreciated one if you do decide to do that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy your weekends. Anybody who decides to watch me live later on, I will see you then. Hopefully we can increase our wallet value. All right, this is Chris with CJ's Crypto. I'll speak to you guys soon.